Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Walking and Talking episode 49. Sorry my videos have been a little scattershot. I promise I'm gonna upload them all as soon as I get home, because I've got them mostly edited, finished for Friday and Monday, and obviously this I will try to get done ASAP and hopefully get it out tonight, because I don't want to be behind on videos anymore. I want to get caught up. I want to be back to where I was when I was releasing these things every day. With that said, today is another day in E3. Nintendo just had their press conference. I think Ubisoft either has had or is having their press conference soon. But I just want to get into it, talk about E3 first, and then I want to talk about what I liked and what I didn't like that's been shown off. So, first and foremost, should E3 exist anymore? To be honest, no. For a long time, I think E3 has kind of been hanging on by a thread. And I think now that Sony's backed out, at least for this year, Microsoft showing was good, had a lot of games, but I don't think this kind of press format really suited the announcement. I mean, Keanu Reeves is a badass, and that was rad, him coming out and being in Cyberpunk. It just makes me more excited for that game. But I think with Nintendo doing their directs, Sony doing their fan event in the fall, and them really participating more in TGS, I don't think there's a real reason to have E3 as it sits right now. I could definitely see a public event type space being a cool way to interact with fans in Los Angeles. Maybe have like a touring version where people get to play hands-on with some new unreleased games that are coming out soon. It's kind of like a play day video game meetup. Kind of almost make it a little PAX-y, but more focused on video games over comics and cosplay. I just think E3's had its moment. It's not as relevant as it was before. Announcements are better served when they can be put kind of on their own. There we go. Making weird faces. Yeah, I just don't think the current form of E3 is really working, and I think it's about time that we reshape it, do something new with it, because something definitely can be done with it. It's not unsavable, but I think it needs a drastic change from what it is right now. Just my thoughts. Leave in the comments what you think they should do to save E3, or if they should just hang it out, let it dry, or let it die. With that said, I want to talk about what I liked so far shown at E3. Not all the press conferences have happened, so I guess this is more just talking about the video game stuff that's been announced that I really like. Let's start out with Xbox, Project Scarlet. I dig it. I'm really ready for a new console. I'm ready for higher frame rates. I am ready for all digital, because to this point, I don't plug anything in. I mean, not plug anything in. I don't put in any games anymore. For all the consoles I have, I've been all digital for years. I'm lucky because I don't have a data cap to worry about, and I do understand people around the world do have to worry about a data cap when they're streaming or downloading large files. At the same time, I think the data cap problem is short-lived, and I think in the long term we will get more open, free, and unrestricted access to online. So I think as the future continues to shift digital, I'm down for not taking up shelf space with a bunch of game boxes. That's just me. I don't have the space for it, so for me, digital works. Next, I want to talk about Cyberpunk, because I am excited about Cyberpunk. I believe it's the same developers. It's CD Projekt Red, who did The Witcher. This is a futuristic game. It looks super rad. It's got Keanu Reeves in it, apparently. And I'm just excited to jump in, because it's been a while since I played a more story-heavy game. Recently for me, it's been The Division and PUBG and stuff like that. So it hasn't really been story-heavy. And I kind of want to get back to playing story-focused video games, because that's where I started, and that's what I grew up on, and I love it. But I just haven't had something that really scratched that itch recently. So yeah, I'm super excited for CD Projekt Red. I'm really excited for Cyberpunk, and also I'm excited for Halo, but I thought that trailer was both beautiful, but I think it was beautiful last year. I wish they kind of hadn't shown that tech demo-y thing last year, because it just made this, I was expecting more this year. Obviously that wasn't ever going to happen because it's not going to launch until next, not this holiday season, but next holiday season with Project Scarlet. I just think it was a bit of a downer that the trailer that they showed was not like, oh my god, this is the new Halo, let's get it. It was kind of like, new Halo, cool, let's go. And I wish it was out this year, but again, wishful thinking, kind of unrealistic expectations. I really hope they get it right, and I hope they spend the necessary time to make a cool Halo game, because that is probably one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, so I don't want them to mess it up. Next, let's talk about Forza. Part of me is really excited that they're taking a year off and not releasing any mainline Forza products, because I'm pretty happy with Horizon 4 and Motorsport 7. Both of those games still play really well. They've continued to support it with more content, more cars, more tracks, and I really enjoy that, and I want to stick with these games for a while because I've invested a lot of time, invested some money, so why not keep them around a little longer? That said, I'm also super excited for the Lego expansion to Forza Horizon, because I really dug the Hot Wheels one they did for Forza Horizon 3. I thought that was super fun and crazy and wild and just the best, and I'm really glad they're doing another kind of crazy tie-in game, this time with Lego. That said, I really wish they hadn't used that Everything Is Awesome song, because that thing gets stuck in your head like, it's just the worst. It gets stuck in your head so easy and doesn't leave ever. But that is a very minor, nitpicky gripe about something. So, with that said, let's move on to Nintendo, which is kind of happening right now. You don't know this, it's probably over by the time this video is finished being recorded, and I will watch it then. But kind of what I'm hoping for, I'm hoping to see more of the new Pokemon that's coming out for Switch. Hoping they announce some cool new fighters for Smash. Hoping we get, I don't know what else I want from Nintendo. I just want something new and interesting and different and weird. And I don't know that they've done anything new, different, interesting, and weird recently. So I'm kind of ready for them to put out something like, I actually have seen leaks that seem to say, excuse me, or no, actually there was a video, Luigi's Mansion 3 I think is coming out. So, excited for Luigi's Mansion 3. But I want something like, not necessarily a new Super Paper Mario, but something like that. Because when that came out, that was like super different than anything else Nintendo was releasing or anybody else was releasing before then. And that got me super jazzed. I really like Super Paper Mario that first time. Same goes with Yoshi's Island. I know Yoshi's Island was not a critical success or even a financial success. I really liked Yoshi's Island a lot, and I would really like to see stuff like that. Oh, actually, what was the other one? Yoshi's Woolly World. I would love to see them make a Switch Yoshi's Woolly World, where they have a bit more, that's a toad, where they have a bit more graphical power to do something crazy. But yeah, okay. I think I've ranted enough about, not ranted, I guess I've rambled enough about E3 for today. I'm sure I'll revisit this topic once all the press conferences and the event is over. But for right now, I think that's good. With that, guys, thank you for joining me. This has been Walking and Talking, episode 49. We'll be back tomorrow for 50. Have a good day. Peace. Bye.